Now listen here, two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. Suppose if there is a tank, so if I take a tank here, so you can connect two taps, one is with the larger diameter, other one is the smaller diameter. Okay, you can take this as tap A and tap B. Together you on, turn on and release the water. Both will take time, A and B. A plus B together takes the time. A and B together takes the time 9 3/8 hours. 9 3/8 hours. That means it is, you keep it in mixed improper fraction, 75/8 hours. It is same as 75/8 hours. 8 9s are plus 3. 72 plus 3, 75/8 hours. Both A and B turn on, it takes 75/8 hours. So that is the data they are given. And come to this second part of this one. The tap of larger diameter, a larger diameter tap A takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. Compared to the smaller one, separately you fill the tank. Now if you have turned on both the taps and the time taken is 75/8 hours. Separately, tap A alone you turn on. Tap A alone you turn on. What is the time taken? We do not know. And tap B separately turn on. What is the time taken? We do not know. We need to find out in how much time tap A alone will fill the tank. In how much time tap B alone will fill the tank. Separately you turn on and you need to find out the time taken by these two. But what is the relation they have given? Tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. Whatever the time that smaller one takes, 10 hours minus that one, then you will get the time taken by the larger diameter. They have not given this time taken by these two. Instead of that, they have given the relation between this. Whatever the time taken by this tap, smaller tap, 10 hours less it takes in a larger tap. Suppose if it takes 20 hours, it will fill in 10 hours. If it takes 40 hours, it will fill in 30 hours. Suppose if it fills in X hours, then larger tap takes how much time? X minus 10 hours. It should take X minus 10 hours. If the larger taps, say B, smaller taps takes X hours, the larger taps take 10 hours less. That is the relation. Look at it once again. The larger diameter, the tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. Smaller one is, here I have mentioned as B, smaller one takes X hours means this should take 10 hours less. That means X minus 10 hours. So we can write systematically like this. So let the time taken by the, time taken by smaller tap. Let us say smaller diameter means, I will mention simply smaller tap is equal to X hours. So smaller tap separately turned on and you are releasing the water means it fills the complete tank in X hours. Then the time taken, by larger tap, larger diameter, the tap of larger diameter should take X minus 10 hours. This is the relation that they are given. This is the time taken by the smaller tap, time taken by the larger tap. We got both. And if you turn on both, the time taken by both the taps together, is equal to, what is the time taken? It is given clearly, both the taps you turn on, it takes 75/8 hours. 75/8 hours. So look at this data, we taken the time taken by the taps separately and together. Smaller tap X hours, larger tap X minus 10 hours. Together you turn on, it takes 75/8 hours. Now you cannot make a relation using this because they are inversely related. Understand? They are inversely related. Time taken to fill the tank. So when you see, suppose it takes some 40 hours, this one takes 30 hours, means together means it will not take more hour. If together you turn on, definitely it takes less hour. Suppose this takes 40 hours, then naturally then it takes 30 hours. Then what happens when you turn on both? It will be taken more or less. The time taken will be more or less. It will be less. If this is increasing and this is reducing, they are inversely related. So therefore you need to convert that into a directly related relation. So we have to take the part of the tank filled by this. Suppose here the same tank I will write here. This is a tank. Suppose this completely time taken by. So I am going to turn on the smaller tap here. Smaller tap. It fills the tank in X hours. Assume that it fills the tank in 10 hours. It fills the tank, the complete tank is filled by 10 hours. In 1 hour, how much part will be filled? In 1 hour, see, complete tank is filled in 10 hours. In 1 hour, how much part will be filled? 1 by 10. 1 by 10 part. You divide this into 10 equal parts, 1 part only will be filled in 1 hour. Suppose, if I take this X hours, smaller tap takes X hours. In 1 hour, how much part it will be filled? 1 by X. 1 by X. So it fills 1 by X. See, complete tank will be filled in X hours means in 1 hour it fills only 1 by X part. So that let us write it here. So the part of the tank filled, the part of tank filled by smaller tap in 1 hour is equal to, it should be 1 by X part. In 1 hour, how much part it fills? That is 1 by X part. Similarly, the part of tank filled by larger tap, part of tank filled by the larger tap in 1 hour. You take 1 hour. So it fills the tank in how many hours? X minus 10 hours. Then yes. Then the part of the tank filled by this larger tap in 1 hour should be 1 divided by X minus 10. Now come to this. This is the part filled by the smaller tap. This is the part filled by the smaller tap in 1 hour. Now come to the third one. This is the, you take it as 1 unit only. Together it is 1 unit. 2 taps, but at the same time you are releasing, you may assume that it is a 1 tap only. When you fill this both together, time taken is 75 by 8. So you find out the part of tank filled by both taps in 1 hour. So how much part will be filled in 1 hour? Both are taking 75 by 8 hours. How much part will be filled in 1 hour? See what you have done here. Tap, smaller tap takes X hour means 1 hour you have done 1 by X. Larger tap takes X minus 10 hour means in 1 hour 1 divided by X minus 8. Both fill 75 by 8 means in 1 hour. What is the answer?
8 by 75.
Take the reciprocal of this. 1 divided by, actually you have to write like this, 1 divided by 75 by 8. Then, and you multiply this one, you bring this one to the numerator, it becomes 8 by 75 part. This is part, not the hour. This hours we converted into part filled by the taps in 1 hour. See, look at this. So this is equal to, I can write 8 by 75 clearly. So now we got the relation like this. This is 1 divided by 75 by 8. Same thing we did everywhere. So this is the first part. Listen carefully. Time taken by the smaller tap X hours. Time taken by the larger tap X minus 10 hours. Together they take 75 by 8. Then we are finding the part of the tank filled by the smaller tap in 1 hour. And it is larger taps in 1 hour how much fills. Together you turn on how much it takes 8 by 75. Now all these are calculated for 1 hour only. For 1 hour, how much part is filled that we have calculated. Now you can form the relation. How you can form the relation using these three? This one and this one and this one. Using these three you can form an equation. What equation you are going to get?
1 by X plus 1 by X plus
1 by X plus 1 divided by x minus 10 is equal to 8 by 75. What is this equation says? This is the part of tank filled by the smaller tap. This is a part of the tank filled by the larger tap in 1 hour. When you combine them, both can fill in 1 hour this much only. Therefore, you will get an equation. You can equate it. So it is now directly related. Therefore, you can equate like this. Now, again, as usual, multiply the entire equation by 75x, 75 into x, 75x into x minus 10. See what you will get. Once you multiply this one, 75. So this will become 1 by x into this. Completely this term should be multiplied to all the three. You can cancel x and x. What remains you write? 75 into x minus 10 plus. Take this and keep here. Cancel x minus and x minus 10. What remains? 75x. Then take this and keep here and cancel which are the terms cancels. 75 and 75. Then 8 will be there in the numerator. 8 into x into x minus 10. Only 75 gets cancels. Let us simplify multiplying this one. 75x minus 750. Then plus 75x is equal to multiply 8x into x, 8x square minus 80x. Now simplify this one. 75 plus 75, 150x. Minus 750 is equal to 8x square minus 80x. Now I am going to transfer this completely to the right side. Transfer to the right side. So what you will get? 8x square minus 80x. Transfer 150 right side, it becomes minus 150x. Minus 750 to right side plus 750 is equal to 0. So now simplify this one. 8x square. You write as it is minus 150 minus 150 minus 80 means minus 230 x 150 80. It should be 230. 150 minus minus, so therefore minus 230 x. Then last plus 750 is equal to 0. Now you need to find out the factors. You can solve by any method. Formula or factorization. So now 750, 8 into 750. Possible factors of this one you have to find out here. So let me factorize 750. What are the possible factors you see? 5 ones are, then 5 5s are, again 5 3s are, then 5 6s are, 2 3s are. So this into this can be written as 2 into 2 into 2. So find out the combinations which gives you minus 230. Find out the combination of this which gives the sum 230 and product 750 into 80. 750 into 8 should become. And so multiply, you should get this as the product. If you add or subtract, you should get the 230. I think this 25, 200, 5, 6, 30. Okay, look at this. 200 into 30. 200 into 30. You will get 230 minus 200 minus 30. It gives you minus 230. Once you multiply, all the factors are there. Once you multiply, you will get this product. Product of these two. So you should get this one. 200 into 30, you will get the product of this one. Sum will give you this one. So 230 is the correct factor. Okay. So 8x square, let us write as it is. So here 200x.
Sir, the equation will be.
Okay. 750 is equal to 0. Now you take common now. 8x common means x minus 8 2s are 16. 4, 8 5s are x minus 25. Here minus 30 common means here x plus becomes minus. So 30 into 25. 30 into 25. 25 3s are 75. So x minus 25 is equal to 0. Now again we have x minus 25 take common, x minus 25 into 8x minus 30 is equal to 0. So equate this one, x minus 25 is equal to 0, means x is equal to 25. Or 8x is equal to minus 30 is equal to 0 means 8x is equal to 30, x is equal to 30 divided by 8. 2 4s are 2 15s are 15 by 4. What is this? Time taken. Time taken by them. X is equal to 25 or x is equal to 15 by 4. You are getting two answers. So you see that which one is correct? Which one is correct now? Tell me. How? You have to accept either this or this one. Which one you can accept? If you convert this into hours, almost 3 and 3 by 4 hours. This is, what is that 3 by 4 hours? This is the time taken by the smaller tab. Smaller tab, x means smaller tab. Okay. So now x minus 10, larger tab takes x minus 10. Once you take this one, so this is 3 by 4 hours, then larger tab minus 10 means you will get a negative answer. So therefore you need to reject this. You reject this one. Okay. So you can accept either 25 15 by 4. Okay. It's a positive value. This is the time taken by the smaller tab. Go back to the question. Whereas larger tabs takes 10 hours less. 10 hours minus from this one, you will get a negative answer. Therefore, you cannot accept the second one. So, what is the answer now you can take there? So, you can take x is equal to 25 is the time taken. So, therefore, time taken by the smaller tab is equal to 25 hours. You can accept only this only, 25 hours. Now, time taken by the larger tab. Time taken by the larger tab.
X minus 10.
That is x minus 10. So, 25 minus 10. So, that is 15 hours.
15 hours.
So, this is the time taken by the larger tab. And this is the time taken by the smaller tab. You understood why we rejected the second value even though it is a positive number. So when you go back to the question and see that one, the second tab takes 10 minus less. If you subtract, then you are getting the negative answer. Therefore, you need to reject this answer. 3 by 4, 15 by 4 should be rejected. So that is how you can find the solution. Okay, the time taken by them is smaller one 25 hours. The larger one is 15 hours, and you know that both together how much time it takes.